This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Smith. And Walker has it. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
68 yards.
And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Again, it's Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw.
Open man right side is Rice.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker. Give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he's across the chalk in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DJ Dallas
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
A big play there for KC. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes going to keep it on the draw.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Motion man right is Rice. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he's to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 18. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
3rd and 5.
Here's Smith. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Mahomes going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Here's second and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
53 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Walker. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 36 yards. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Trying to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. They would even fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Finding Hardman. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Mahomes. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get a 1st down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. They'll change that down. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Richie James. He might take this all the way. And